Hi, I'm Jenny from minibulldesign, and today, because of a request from one of my viewers, I'm going to make just a very simple part, and I'm going to do it in detail. This is going to be a short little video. It's a very simple part, not a lot of steps to it. So, let's get started. First off, this is a Bolton Tool CQ9332 lathe. I believe it's a 12 by 36 lathe, but I'm not sure on that. Not real important at this point in time. I'm pretty sure it's 12. Now I've got a 6-inch chuck on it, and I've got a piece of 1-inch stock, actually 1-inch 300 stock, and I'm going to make a droop top. The stock is 2011 T3, and I bored a 3/4 inch hole in it. Now my tool is a bit of an oddity. This tool is just under 1/4 inch wide, but it's ground so it'll cut from the front as a gouging tool, and it's also ground so it will cut from both sides. So I can do all the steps with one tool, as you'll see here in a moment. I also have two eye gauges here, digital readouts for the Y and the X. This one being X, this one being Y. And once I bring it up to the part, this one is zeroed at exactly where I want to start on the inner cut, and I will cut out 225 and stop and then back out. And once I get it up against the face of the part, I will zero this one. And you'll see that once I zero it, I'm going to go in 200. Then I'm going to go over to this one and crank out 25. So when I get in position, everything will be 0, 0. And it'll basically be an in cut and a sideways cut, cutting out. Okay, so let's get... Okay, I'm into the face. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use this odd little tool to face off the piece, because it has place, the face of it is rough where I cut it off on the bandsaw. Let's do that first. Now I've got to bring my X out to 0, which I am. Then I'm going to zero my, I'm up against the face, I'm going to zero my Y, and I'm going to make a 200 thousandths plunge cut next. So let's do that. Okay, now I'm in 200. Now I'm simply going to back out 25 thousandths to thin this outer edge, and that part of it is done. So let's do that. Okay, now we've got the basic part made. I'm going to go in with a file and break the edge. Then I have a vernier caliper here. I'm going to put a mark on it with at 250 thousandths, so when I go over in the bandsaw on the way to make my cut. Okay, now we need to go to the bandsaw. Okay, now we're going to lop this off from the bandsaw and then take it over to the finishing lathe and face it off. Okay, now we need to go over to the finishing.